Hey guys, this is Jack, one half of the Bodybuilding Dietitians, and today I'll be running everyone through a full day of eating. So before we get started with breakfast, I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit more about myself, because if you haven't come from Instagram or the podcast, you may not know too much about myself or Tiara. So Tiara and I are two newly graduated dietitians. We graduated midway through this year. We work with a range of clients, anyone with health and fitness goals really, but we are passionate about physique sports. And this is what this YouTube channel will be about, mainly personal documentation of our journeys to and from the stage. So we both competed last year in May. So I've been in my improvement season for a while now. I recently wrapped up a mini cut about 3 weeks ago, and I probably won't be looking to compete again until 2021. So a decent sized off season for me. This will be a very typical day in a surplus for me. My macros today are 675 carb, 250 protein, and around 70 fat. So looking forward to showing you guys each of my meals. I follow a very whole foods approach. And as you could probably tell by the macros, quite high carb, low to moderate fat, and high protein as well. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments. But otherwise, we'll get started with meal one. Let's go. So yeah, if you haven't guessed already, then meal one is going to be oats. So I typically follow pretty similar routine each day in terms of how I make this. Might change it up every so often. I'm definitely a creature of habit though. So obviously oats, quick oats there, some flaxseed meal, which is basically ground up flax seeds. And yeah, that's really good for making your oats very thick. Some sultanas there for additional carbs, some cinnamon, grated apple, and yeah, something a bit unusual that I do is I actually add yogurt on top of my oats once they're cooked, and some blueberries as well. So yeah, I like doing this because it adds a protein source and it tastes really good, and it also cools the oats down because I don't like having to wait like half an hour to actually wait to eat them. So yeah, I'll basically show you guys how I make this now. So breakfast is done. Bit of an unconventional breakfast probably for some of you, having the yogurt on the oats, but yeah, I really like it. And I would highly recommend trying it out. But the only thing is you're gonna have to make your oats pretty thick like that in order for the yogurt to sit on top. Obviously you don't want watery oats with yogurt. So guys, just wrapped up the first meal of the day, and yeah, that would have to be my largest meal. It's about 1200 calories, 180 carbs, 16 fat, and 65 protein. And yeah, I like to have it at the beginning of the day, so it just tries to let it digest a little bit before training, because one thing I don't like is going to training on a full stomach. And yeah, next meal will be my pre-training meal at lunch in a couple of hours. And I will definitely show you guys how I make that and what it is. In the meantime though, just gonna do a little bit of work, maybe start editing this vlog as well, and see you guys soon. Hey guys, so it's now time for second meal of the day. It's around 11:30, so about 2.5 hours after breakfast. Just been doing some work, some client check-ins, started editing the video as well. So yeah, I like to choose more high carb dense option, and that's because, as I said before, I don't like to feel overly full during training. I like something that will digest quickly and will take up minimal space. So I usually go for bread-based products. So I've got some raisin toast here, some bagel. On my bagels I'll have some avo and chicken for some healthy fats and also protein source as well. So yeah, we'll probably train about an hour after this. I'm going to get into making this now, and yeah, I'll show you some of my training as well. So that's all finished. Very simple meal here for lunch. Just the raisin bread with some jam, 2 bagels. They're actually blueberry bagels. That's all Woolies had. Still tastes alright with avo, fortunately. But yeah, blueberries, avo, and chicken. Just gonna eat this now. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys afterwards and before we head to the gym. So guys, lunch is all done and now we're just getting ready for the gym. Not gonna lie, feeling pretty full after that meal, and yeah, I'm just gonna have to start getting used to eating more food again, because in my mini cart, I was eating a lot less food than I was used to. The macros for that meal were 168 carb, 20 fat, and 62 protein, just a slightly lower energy than my breakfast. But yeah, I'm gonna need to find some even more high density carb options for that. Just making pre-workout now. Lately, I've been enjoying just some black coffee prior to training, and I usually use the VPA pre-workout, and I'll keep using that in the future, but until I get sick of black coffee basically. But yeah, typically just been using standard Makana instant coffee. I'm not too fussy when it comes to black coffee, and I just put that in my shaker basically as I walk to the gym, because we're only about 15 minutes walk from World Gym Brisbane. But yeah, we'll see you guys at the gym. Hey guys, so thought I would do a bit of a voice recording for this workout. And I typically start off my leg workouts with some mobility, so just doing some foam rolling here with some trigger balling, mainly on the lower back and legs. I'll also finish off with some hip flexor banding, as you'll see here, just to warm up the hip flexors. And I found that ever since I injured my lower back, that starting off a workout like that, for me at least, is really helpful. So on to the second exercise now, which is some barbell back squats. Today I was doing 3 sets of 7 reps, and yeah, pretty intense set of squats here, probably about a 9 out of 10 RPE. I like to use the same weight for each of my sets as well. So I think this was set number 2, and yeah, this is also week 2 of my mesocycle, so training block, and probably still at least another like 4 to 6 weeks left, so hopefully I can continue to progress on this movement. So just wrapping up this movement, and we'll head on to the second one, which is some staggered Romanian deadlifts. And yeah, if you aren't familiar with staggered Romanian deadlifts, they are basically just a variation of the conventional barbell form, and I really like them just because it reduces loading on the lower back directly after the back squats, and I find that I still get a very good stretch and loading on the hamstring, and to be honest, I actually get sorer on these than I do on the conventional barbell RDL. Not that soreness is always the best indicator though. So moving on to the next exercise now, which is some single leg press. In the past, I've typically done double leg press, but now I do single leg one session and double leg the next session. And I enjoy the single leg just because I have suffered from some adductor issues in the past, and I find that this keeps them very strong, touch wood. And yeah, I think adductors are an important muscle aesthetically for bodybuilding as well, just because it increases the appearance of leg thickness from the front. So yeah, I do quite a few adductor movements throughout the week, such as like back squats, this movement here, and also the adductor machine. So yeah, I think this was 3 sets of 13 reps. And yeah, just about to move on to the next exercise, which is back extension with a focus on the hamstring and glutes. And this is actually one of my most favorite glute and hamstring accessory exercises, just because again, it gives a good stretch. I've been able to progress very nicely on it. So I think I'm doing 46 kilos here. And yeah, I finished off the workout with some accessory work like leg extension, leg curl, and some calf raises as well. So I hope you enjoy that workout, and I'll see you guys at home. Hey guys, so back from my workout now. Pretty hard leg session, but did manage to make progress in most of my exercises, which is great. This is week 2 of my training block, so I did pull back a little bit for week 1, and now just starting to progress again for the rest of this block. And yeah, squats, I think I'm probably planning on doing a voiceover for that workout, so hopefully you enjoyed that. But yeah, time to make post-workout now. Walked home, so Still have a little bit of a pump, which is nice. Pretty happy with the leg progress this year. But yeah, we'll see how much more we can make before 2021. And yeah, this is Tiara and I's little studio setup for posing that we have. So carpet there for Tiara in her heels, but pretty awesome lighting. Got the double mirror there for the back shots. Yeah, I'll also show you guys this as well. So this is one of our pantries here, which we've decided to just dedicate for VPA subs, as you can see. I'll post a link in the description for our codes for the VPA as well, but yes, got a shitload of subs. And the other one, the smaller one in fact, is just for our food. So yeah, VPA is very generous. But yeah, I'll start making my post-workout now, which is just a post-workout cake. I'll show you guys how I make it, and yeah, hope you enjoy.
Ryan Litzel.
So this is the final product. Not sure if any of you guys have tried something like this before, but I have it quite regularly because it's easy to eat, it tastes good, very convenient, and yeah, it's very easy to fit in a lot of carbs as well. I kind of like mine this sort of consistency, like sort of, I guess, half cooked, because like otherwise it'll get quite dry. But a little trick I use is to add that olive oil because it really helps, yeah, make it less dry. And I've just added some Chobani Fit X on top, and if you've seen Tiara's vlog, you'll know that they were kind enough to send us quite a few of their products. Yeah, I'll eat this now. The macros are 167 carbs, 16 fat, and 56 protein. So I'll see you guys for dinner. So guys, it's been a few hours now since I last ate. It's around almost 7 o'clock now. And yeah, it's time for dinner. So some of you might be wondering why I haven't eaten any veggies yet, and that's what this meal is for. I usually get most of my, or pretty much all my veggies in this meal. And yeah, that's mainly because they're very satiating, and I'd rather just fill up on veggies in the evening as opposed to feeling very satiating throughout the day. So yeah, basically this is just like a bowl of veggies, rice, protein source, and yeah, whatever else I need to cap off my macros. So if I have extra fats left over, I'll add some like cheese or hummus or olive oil, and so on. If I need more carbs, then I'll just add more rice. So yeah, this is essentially what it's looking like this evening. So just some rice there, about 150 grams raw, a mixture of beef and red onion there. I'm gonna have curry powder tonight, and also some mango chutney for some extra carbs, and a decent amount of veggies there. It's more than it looks like. So yeah, basically frozen. Yeah, if you are wondering about frozen versus fresh veggies, Tiara and I actually put out a recent podcast about that if you're interested. But yeah, I'm just gonna mix this all together now, and I'll show you guys the finished product. So this is the final product of the evening meal. Definitely does not rank highly in terms of food aesthetics, but it certainly gets the job done. You probably realize I use this bowl for every meal other than lunch, and that's just because it's the only one big enough, to be honest, and yeah, it's convenient. Yeah, I'm basically going to sign out here, guys. To give a little recap of the day, my macros are actually a little bit higher than I originally planned. So carbs ended up being 675, protein stayed at 275, and fats were 70 grams. And yeah, I decided to just go up in carbs purely because I somehow racked up 12K steps, which is pretty high for me. And I know I'll need the extra carbs, and yeah, we'll just see what the body weight is tomorrow. And that'll just, I tend to use body weight just as a feedback tool to obviously just dictate my macros and what they are on a daily and weekly basis. So yeah, please, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
I lose myself in these city nights.